All right, this is a final judgment on conservatives fighting against net neutrality. You are frauds. Now, here's what Senator Ted Cruz said about net neutrality. Net neutrality is Obamacare for the internet. The internet should not operate at the speed of government. You know what that means? Not a damn thing. It is not Obamacare for the internet. It's not government doing anything to the internet. Net neutrality is the government saying we are going to keep the internet exactly as it is today. We're not going to mess with it. And thank God this week, Tom Wheeler, the head of the FCC, finally said, yes, we're going to regulate it as a public utility, meaning that we are going to keep it open, we're going to keep it free, we're going to keep it exactly as it is. So now, you don't have to take my word for it. The reason that the people who invested a lot of money in the internet, whether it's the Googles and the Facebooks of the world, or the investors that put a lot of money into tech startups, they're not confused by which way it would be to keep a free internet as we have it now. Now, the Republicans say and the conservatives say, oh, no, it would be more free if the government doesn't regulate it. Well, if that was the case, all the Googles of the world and the tech startups would say, oh, you're right. Oh, man, I want to make sure that my investment doesn't get screwed over. Let's make sure that we keep a free internet. No, they're lying to you. Those guys say net neutrality is the right way to go. It doesn't mess with the internet. Now, the conservatives have taken it to a comical level because they've come up with a new group called Protect Internet Freedom, perfectly Orwellian. And they put out statements like this. Remember when we found out the NSA had been tapping our phone records and that NSA employees were abusing that power to spy on their ex-lovers? Can you imagine if it wasn't just phones and some emails the NSA was looking at? I'm not sure about you, but I would be very hesitant to have the government looking at what I did online all day. Nothing but a complete lie. The government does do that. We can't stand it. We fight against that. That's the NSA. It has nothing to do with the FCC. It has nothing to do with net neutrality. Net neutrality keeps the internet as it is. Now, people are wondering, hey, what in the world is going on here? Who are these Protect Internet Freedom guys? And why do they put out statements like this? The FCC's move to oversee the internet, the same way they do landline phones, will cost consumers more money and stifle the innovations that only a free internet makes possible. We're for freedom. No, you're not. You're a bunch of frauds. Who are they funded by, and why are they actually trying to kill the internet that you are used to and the one that so much of us have grown to know and love, especially people who invested in it, and especially the people who use it like you and me? Well, it turns out, funny enough, this comes from the office of a Republican senator, a Tea Party Republican named Sassy. And it's a senior advisor to his office named Jordan Gerke. So Jordan Gerke, who is advising Senator Sassy from Nebraska, decided, oh, why don't I do this thing to protect internet freedom? And you want to guess who is the top funder of Senator Sassy? Turns out it's Club for Growth. Guess what Club for Growth is against? Net neutrality. So his top donor told him, hey, go out there and make sure they don't get net neutrality so we can go ahead and manipulate the internet to whatever we want for the internet service providers so they can charge more money, they can slow down and speed up different kind of websites, and they can kill any kind of competition online. And lo and behold, Senator Sassy's staff just coincidentally wind up trying to trick you into believing that they're for free internet. Don't believe the hype. And finally, you get a sense of what absurd liars they are when you see Senator Ben Sasse put out this email saying that net neutrality would, quote, put Putin and Obama in charge of the internet. Yeah, that's likely. The American government was going to put Putin in charge of our internet. These guys are complete and utter frauds. Don't believe the hype. Net neutrality protects the internet and keeps it as it is. That's the reality.